It's time for the PlayAction Sports Report, the only show in the Tennessee Valley with local athletes and coaches in the spotlight. From high school sports to youth sports, you get interviews, highlights, results, and more right here. Don't go away. The PlayAction Sports Report is next. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC. We're back with another edition of the PlayAction Sports Report. This week, our Athens Utility Special Guest Spotlight features a visit with Jason Guyton of Guyton Wrestling. We spoke with him on our latest Tailgate Talk show. The latest Athens and Limestone County sports announcements are also coming up later in the podcast. As always, though, we've got to get caught up with a BT Backtrack, brought to you by BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Backtrack.
James Clemens varsity boys fell at the last second to Enterprise 66-64 in the state basketball finals on Saturday. In baseball, the ABS varsity knocked off Whitesburg Christian 12-2, but was blanked by St. John Paul II 19-0. Ardmore's varsity beat Rogers 13-4, but came up short to Lauderdale County 15-14. Athens got by Arab 4-3, but topped Brooks 11-5. East Limestone's varsity was stopped by Madison County 8-3 and New Hope 17-11. West Limestone's varsity beat Randolph 8-5. Lindsay Lane walloped Pisgah 21-0. In softball, the Athens varsity girls got wins over Helena 7-6 and Hillcrest Tuscaloosa 10-6. Soccer, Ardmore's boys and girls were upended by St. John Paul II 9-1 and 8-1. Tanner's boys shut out ABS 10-0. Elkmont's varsity boys were turned back by Buckhorn 3-0, but edged East Limestone 4-3. The Lady Red Devils defeated Hamilton 5-0, but were beaten by Randolph 6-0. East Limestone's girls fell to Hazel Green 1-0. In Monday baseball, James Clemens topped Hazel Green 6-1. On the softball field, Ardmore held Mae Jemison scoreless twice by 16 and 23 runs. James Clemens' varsity boys soccer team was nipped by Florence 2-1. At the Florence County Schools Invitational Track Meet, Ardmore's Addison Tiemann finished first in the girls' 800 and 3,200 meters. Ella Stafford was second in the shot put and third in the discus. Drake Cheatham placed second in the boys' 800. Hayden Hogan was runner-up in the 1,600 meters. Carter Richardson and Caden Smith came in 1 and 2 in the 3,200 meters. Chase Sims won the shot put. The Tigers' 4x100 and 4x800 meter relay teams won their events. The 4x400 meter relay team was second. On Tuesday, West Limestone's baseball team beat Lexington 4-1. This week's soccer rankings have the James Clemens girls at number 4, with the Jets sitting at number 7 in 7A. East Limestone's girls are 11th in 4A and 5A. Tanner's boys are at the 7th position in 1A to 3A, with both Elkmont teams in the 12th spot. Remember, you can go online to pasnetwork.net and check out the scores we have there, along with past shows, game archives, and more.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all: BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk. Welcome back for the Athens Utilities Special Guest Spotlight. This week we feature a visit with Jason Guyton of Guyton Wrestling. Jason has been a guest on Tailgate Talk a few times, and we brought him back last Saturday for another conversation.
Jason, you joined us not too long ago. Were you just getting started then, or had you been going and you just joined us?
So it was actually a few years when I first started with you guys.
Okay.
And that's when we were doing some training out of Sparkman High School.
Yes, that's right. I remember
and
that.
then the last time we actually spoke was at the North Alabama Elite Regionals for youth wrestling.
I remember that at Athens High School.
At Athens High School. So that was the last official time that we spoke. So it's been a little bit.
So what's been going on since?
Everything.
As you was telling us, you was giving a laundry list of successful stories.
Yeah.
Start at the top.
Well, this morning, shout out to Well, before I start, let me say this quickly. I want to say rest in peace to Daniel Winzenot. He's somebody that's very important to me. He's the co-owner of Triad Martial Arts out there in Madison and Huntsville, and also Coleman. His life tragically ended a couple of days ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I got the news. He is the one guy that for Guyton Wrestling, he was like, hey, these are the keys. This is the access that you need. Go do what you need to do. And many of the guys that have done well for Alabama in the sport of wrestling that were trained with me, he is the reason for the access. So I just wanted to share my condolences to him and his family.
Absolutely.
But getting back to your question, a lot. Right now, shout out to the St. Louis Warriors in St. Louis, Missouri. Coach Jeremy Guyton, who's my youngest brother. They're at the regionals for USA State. So good luck to all of them. They got a whole team out there. They look tough this year. I expect them to do well this year as well. We had 5 Guyton trained champs this year at the Alabama High School State tournaments. We had abundance of placers, but those guys know why I say 5, state champs. So we try to put our standards high. So, we've had a busy season. I've been training, and then we had the mega that came up the other day, which was I was announced as being inducted into the Howard University Hall of Fame.
Look at you go.
For the athletics. So that was a big moment in my life. Representative of my mother and father, Eddie and Debbie Guyton, out of St. Louis, Missouri, the things that they put in place for us as kids growing up, and being able to see this happen. So lots been going on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, your brother is a coach. You're a coach. So
we're all coaches. I got one more.
Your parents. You got one more.
Yeah.
This started from your parents.
That definitely. Our house was a little bit different. Our dad was about keeping us busy because in St. Louis sometimes it gets a little bit muddy.
Right.
And he wanted to keep us busy in a multitude of things. We did swimming, track, baseball, arts and crafts at the local university. Whatever he could find to put us in, we were a part of that. So my mother supported it. She handled, her role very well as well. So they worked as a team. And it's just been our passion to help kids, help our children as much as they allow us, because you know how children are sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And, just give back.
Right. And that is great. So we're more primarily a football area, but wrestling has its roots, especially at Athens High School.
100%.
Yeah, and so it's still growing. Somebody is listening to this show, and their kid is wanting to get into wrestling, and they want to start them off training them right. How do they get in touch with you?
It's easy to get in touch with me. They can contact me directly at Jason at GuytonWrestling.com.
No, you got your own website.
Yeah,
that's
they
what I'm
go
talking about.
GuytonWrestling.com, www.GuytonWrestling.com. You can call me direct. I'll share that number with you guys. Things of that nature, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We are out there. They just need to reach out and say, hey, I want to try it. And it's not for everybody, though.
Okay.
So the brand that we have, we're intense on being great and, being, at the top as much as possible. So it's not for everybody. So if you're looking for a more Boys and Girls Club type centered organization,
go to Boys and Girls Club.
Go to Boys and Girls Club or the different places. But if you want to try to see how far you can take it, come see me.
Because this is for elite wrestling.
Yeah, that's what we're striving for.
So it's not wrestling.
No.
Yeah, this is the wrestling.
This is wrestling. He says that they're going to have a sponsor come up here in another year or so, and they're going to get the ring out back, get it up.
Hey.
The top rope coming off the chair, Teach them the Greg the Hammer Valentine elbow slam.
We'll do it. I'm actually partnered with my buddies Cliff and Stephanie Fretwell out of Medina, Georgia, with Compound Sportswear. So, also all the area schools, regardless of sport, you want to get some gear, you want to take care of your kids and look good, as you compete, get with me as well. We'll make sure you're looking good.
Awesome. Okay, you mentioned your martial friend in martial arts had passed away.
Yeah.
Is martial arts incorporated in your wrestling training as well?
Well, wrestling, Greco freestyle, boxing, anything that's one-on-one, I would say is a form of martial art.
Okay.
So, whether we call it wrestling, a lot of times in the martial arts aspect, they call it grappling.
Right, yes.
And there's a lot of similar characteristics for everything we do. So we've got kids that do both, but they were centered more on the MMA and then the jiu-jitsu, judo, those type of arts. That's what they're centered on.
Okay. Well, one thing I thought was interesting that you said is you all strive to be great in everything that y'all do. So talk to me a little bit about what you try to instill in the kids that you coach, the kids that you teach, like their mentality, their training.
Well, it's a different time. I remember, and you guys could join in, I remember when we used to have push-up contests, sit-up contests. We used to see how many times people could climb a rope up and down and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Today,
rope in PE.
Yeah. And we used to have the physical fitness test in school.
The presidential
and
physics.
that was serious.
Right.
That was serious.
Right.
Today, a lot of kids got their heads down in the cell phone, the tablet. They look like this all the time. And they're not getting some of those things. So, in the beginning it's tough. Really, the end of the day, we try to let them know we want to be honest with you. So when someone comes up to me, hey, I want to be a wrestler. I want to be a state champ. I want to see what it's like to be a national champ. The specs on that is not what you think. That's a tough road.
Okay.
There are kids across the country that wake up every day at 4:30 in the morning for the first of 3 practices at young ages.
Yeah.
So in order to compete with guys like that and girls like that, because remember it's a mixed gender sport now, you've got to be honest with them, walk with them through it, but then be there for them for the highs and lows, and that's where that bond comes from. So it's not for everybody, because some people may just want to have, just participate in the sport and say, hey, I did it and things of that nature, and that's wonderful. Right. There's a lane for that, and there's a lot of clubs that support that. We're looking for a little bit something different, because if the accolades is one thing, but that's the past. So the goal is to share that and pass it on with the future so it can keep going.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like y'all have really Guyton Wrestling has really grown a lot in the past couple of years or so, or since what do you say? It's been about a few years since.
When we first spoke, I think it was 2018. I think that was the first time I spoke with Tailgate Talk, and that started in the 9th grade gym at Sparkman High School. Yeah. And it has grown from that point. I've seen kids that I've had in the very beginning place at state that I haven't seen on a regular basis and things of that nature. I've seen a lot. So
preach, Coach, preach.
We've grown. I think the relationship between a lot of great or better coaches, not just in the area but among the state and in the nation, I have talks with them all the time, is kind of like dialed in. We're on the same page, because we understand when you go to high school and you start seeing like these programs, like what is that? James Clemens' first time in school history during the state championship final today. Yep. There has to be a change, and there has to be a implementation of truth and a system to let you know, hey, if you want to get to this moment, there's some things that have to happen. Every school is capable. Athens used to be one of the greatest wrestling high schools in the country.
Yes.
But you've got to keep that moment. You got to keep them training specs the same way, or especially when you got so many programs today as having off-season trainers and camps and all these other things. If you're not dialed in, it's tough to stay there.
Yeah, it's almost like if you want to be great in your sport, it's like almost like there's no off-season really. Like
we are like he asked me when did our season end yet. We are year round. We do not stop. We train now across the country. I know I've seen some people go to some of the training camps and things of that nature that we go to in the summer and wonder why the results aren't the same. Some go to camps. We go to a camp within a camp. So when the camp starts at 8, we've already trained probably for an hour.
Oh, man.
When the camp ends at 7, we don't leave till about 9. So, it's just a different environment, and I'd like to see it spread, but like I said, it's not for everybody. I don't think that everybody should be pushed into certain things that they're not ready for, but if you got a kid that, hey, honestly, this is what I want to do and the parents want to support it, let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's awesome. Trying to think of another. We can run out of questions in my brain. Adam, you got one. It puts you in a hot spot here. Find another question.
Oh, I can absolutely come up with another
Can I say this real quick?
By all means. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say shout out Howard University, Washington, D.C. Thank you. I'm very gracious. We've got in September will be the Hall of Fame induction, not just for me, but it's also for the 1995 team that we had. It was the last year of the MEAC. We were able to beat the incomparable Morgan State team that had always won with Coach Phillips and a wrestler by the name of Charlie Morgan. We beat them in that last year before it ended. But now, thanks to the BWA Association, which is the Black Wrestlers Association, the HBCU Wrestlers Initiative, Morgan State has its program back. So I hope Howard will be next. So those are the things that when you get inducted to the Hall of Fame, it's an honor. But the service part is what I'm really focused on now. After that, to see, okay, what can we do with this and what type of influence can I have until, I'm done with my journey.
You mentioned Greco-Roman, grappling, and then you got the traditional.
You got folk style, and then you also have freestyle. Freestyle is probably what a lot of kids would say is the funnest because you get the turn, twist, if you can do backflips, forward rolls, all types of stuff. You can score in a lot of different positions. Greco is waist high, so you can't touch anybody below the waist. And folk style has some rules to where it's intended to keep people safer, especially as a high school sport, but it's not as flexible in scoring as folk style is. And then grappling is really wrestling. It's just in MMA, you got to be careful because you got submissions and then you're getting there's strikes and things of that nature. So sometimes with the wrestling, it has to be augmented a little bit to keep the guy or
keep him from striking.
Keep the young lady safe. Yeah.
Right.
And you mentioned that wrestling is now co-ed. Both sexes wrestle. But that match up there at Athens High School with Alabama Elite, but those little girls was embarrassing some boys.
You have some of those kids that competed in that tournament. I want to say, so Mason, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Mason is a state champ now.
Is he?
So you have a lot of kids that came from that region that are doing well, and you had a lot of state place winners. The future is great for North Alabama because now you're starting to see the renaissance of the youth teams. So these kids are now 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. So over the next few years, Thompson won the state championship, but they didn't dominate like they normally do. Huntsville High's probably got the most upside right now because of how many kids they're bringing back. But when you look at the overall lineups and what's coming in and what stayed at the North Alabama schools, Thompson is in trouble, and I think they know that. So it's going to be interesting over the next 4 years at the VBC to see that house really rocking from a North Alabama wrestling standpoint. And I just hope these kids train for the moment.
The Thompson's realizing they're not the cock of the walk right now.
It's coming. It's ending. Yes.
So for those who don't know about the cock of the walk, that's used to back in the days when they had the river boats. The toughest guy on the riverboat wore a big old feather in his hat, and that symbolized he was the baddest man on that boat. Now, they would come to different shores, and if you ever see two guys with that big feather, there's going to be a fight. Okay. And the winner was called the cock of the walk.
So I think I'm going to have to wear a feather to this party I'm going to.
You go right ahead. I'm not going to advertise it.
Every time I hear somebody say grappling, it reminds me of grappling.
What's grabbing?
The catfish.
The catfish thing. I ain't getting, my place is on the ground, right? I'm not going into his domain to get him. If he wants to come up and bite some chicken liver or some crickets, I'll jank him out. But I'm not going under no stump where he can take me down there. Because they stick the hand inside the catfish's mouth.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And grab the back of his gills, the base of his gills.
Yeah.
I think that's how they protect themselves, too, so they don't get bit real bad. So,
That's how you drown. If you're in too deep of water.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing.
That's right. But
Talk about a left turn there.
We were sorry.
We do chase rabbits in this case. Catfish.
Occasionally.
I've eaten my share of catfish, squirrel, rabbits, all of that growing up. So.
Give me some squirrel love.
My dad used to cook the best squirrel rice with brown gravy and what was that? The Hungry Jack biscuits.
Yeah. Remember those Hungry Jack biscuits?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
now I really done gone down in the ditch. I've been wanting some squirrel for a long time. This season's not open now, but I have to make myself too old, man. It's cold in those mornings when you want to sleep in. Oh, that's great. Jason, man, don't take 3 years to come back with us. Let's keep this thing going. And congratulations on your Hall of Fame nominee, on the success of your business. And serious, like you said, it's not for everybody, but there are children out there that have what it takes.
And if I can, one more time,
absolutely.
I will say North Alabama Elite, the wrestling organization for youth, is still up here. They've got a group of parents that do love that organization, things of that nature, and they're keeping it going. So if you got a kid that's just starting and they really don't have a lot of expectation in this area, that would be a great place to start. And see if they like the sport and things of that nature. You got a great band of people over there that run that. So
and they've been on the show as well.
Yeah, they've been on the show as well, and you guys have actually been around a lot of them. So cool. Locally, parents, you've got a resource here. You got to tap in.
That was Jason Guyton of Guyton Wrestling sitting down with Tom McClung, Adam Dodson, and me on our latest Tailgate Talk. Got a show idea for the PlayAction Sports Report? Email us at playactionsports@hotmail.com. Send a message to our Facebook page or text us at 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. We'll be back with more of the PlayAction Sports Report.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Be listening for Limestone County area high school baseball action this season from PlayAction Sports. Your coverage of ABS, Ardmore, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at PASnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your PlayAction Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County area high school baseball from PlayAction Sports. Lindsay Lane Christian Academy has registration for Youth Football Day Camp on March 19th. Cost for that is $50. For more information, email youthsports@llcalions.org. The West Limestone Wildcat Diamond Club will host their first annual Sporting Clay Tournament on April 29th at Old South Clays on Woolly Springs Road in Athens. Proceeds will benefit the West Limestone High School baseball and softball programs. For more information, call 425-8521. The Jets All In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs at James Clemens. For more information on donating, go online to jcathletics.net. Grit and Grind Hoops basketball training is offered on Sundays and Wednesdays at the Athens Rec Center. For more information, call 233-8740. Various fitness classes are being offered Monday through Saturday at the Athens Rec Center, including Super Circuit, yoga, balanced boot camp, and more. Call 233-8740 for more information or visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensal.us.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the PlayAction Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the PlayAction Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC. You've been listening to the PlayAction Sports Report. Log on to PASnetwork.net for archives of this show and past shows, along with game streams, and to keep up with what's going on in Limestone County sports. Look for our monthly column in Athens Now, available everywhere. You can contact us by email at playactionsports@hotmail.com, by sending a message to our Facebook page, or by texting 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. Be sure to tune in for the Play Action Sports Update, weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on the air at 1080 WKAC. And catch up with us again next week for another edition of the Play Action Sports Report.